Hello guys, welcome to the channel. This will be the introduction video for the upcoming How to Build a Hovercraft series. And we are about to check out this very interesting hovercraft project, which is located in Finnish archipelago. It's currently sitting in the boatyard and has been sitting there for, I don't know, maybe past 10 years. We don't really know what is the condition of the hovercraft. It has two engines. One is for thrust and one is for lift. Need to check out if they are good or not. Plus all the electronics and stuff are pretty old. So like I said, most of the technical stuff has to be rebuilt at some point. So if the thing is in a decent condition, and we manage to get a good deal, we'll definitely buy it. But then we need to figure out how to transport it off the island, where to put it in order to make the rebuild. So the owner of the boatyard, he has two hovercrafts. The other one is Russian-made Kivus 10, and we will check it out as well. Maybe do a little comparison to the project hovercraft, and we'll see. Maybe we get to the test drive as well. Maybe someone is now wondering, why do you guys want to buy your hovercraft? That's a good question. If you look at the scenery in here in Finland in the winter time, hovercraft is very capable to transport you across these weak ice fields. And I actually couldn't find a decent series from YouTube about any hovercrafting. Maybe some old commercials and some RC stuff and some hovercraft racing, I believe they do with the smaller crafts, but because there wasn't any good material, we will now make a full series about the rebuild. And when we are done with the project, we will of course go to the crazy winter adventures and take you guys with us. So this is it. Here you have it. Looks quite dirty and let's say it's not drivable yet.
Not ready to run.
But
almost.
will be. Yeah.
We hear that it should be quite complete in a sense that basically all parts exist.
Yeah.
At least mostly.
All parts are like scattered through the boatyard. But they mostly exist. No. Quite retro. Now we will start the test drive of the Kivus 10.
Russian-made beast
Yes.
for up to 10 people.
Yeah, it has the Russian inline 4 petrol engine.
Very nice.
Yes, indeed. Not too much power, but quite cheap to manufacture actually.
Yeah, 2.7 liters or so and 150 horsepower or so.
Yeah. And the lift propellers, they are belt driven, and everything is operated through clutch. Isn't engaged in here, but in order to get moving, you need to very carefully engage the clutch, and then it's basically idling at that point, and then you engage the clutch, and then everything starts spinning, and then after that you can operate by a normal throttle.
Yeah, and it's a fixed ratio between the lift and thrust, everything from the same motor. So there's no adjustment individually.
Yeah.
It's just if you need more lift, you also get more thrust.
A nice electrical work, of course.
Very professional.
By the way, that was factory. As far as I know. Yeah, it takes gasoline. Lots of it.
Yeah, quite thirsty machine. Cheap driving, especially on current gas prices.
Yes, indeed.
Taking it slowly in the quite tight harbor.
Yeah. If you mess up, you don't have any reverse, then it's just...
And no brakes.
Yeah. Need to be a bit careful when maneuvering in tight spaces.
So the controls in this one, the steering wheel turns the vanes behind the propeller, and how is the throttle?
It's operated by hand, by your left hand. Right hand you use for steering, left hand for the throttle and clutch, which is always engaged when moving. So you don't have to touch or move that lever anymore.
So on level thick ice it goes very fast and easy.
Yeah. That doesn't require much power, but here we can see when the ice gets very thin, it kind of drops through the ice, and then you don't have enough power to kind of climb back on the ice again. So you're kind of pushing the ice in here. It's very sensitive to the ice conditions.
Yeah, very nice on a smooth, hard surface.
Yeah. It's it's very easy to drive. But then, on the bad ice conditions, you just kind of push the ice.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere.
Even open water is better than thin ice.
Yeah.
Here we see what happens when there is too big elevation or change in the shape of the ground.
Yeah.
Air escapes from under the pontoons because it's too rigid for the shape. If it was smoother, long, less steep incline, it probably would have went nice.
Yeah.
And skirt version, soft skirt, would have handled that, but pontoons have this drawback.
Conventional airbags, it will adapt to the surface very well, but these pontoons are very rigid, and then we have these kind of problems.
And now it's again straight enough surface so it will work very nicely.
Yeah. It maneuvers very well, as you can see here.
Basically on the spot.
Yeah.
Here we can see the steering rudders for the craft. Originally they have had pushrod steering, but we will probably make a hydraulic system. And we found the pontoons that are meant for sides of the skirt. The pontoons seem to have several compartments that have their own fill and overpressure relief valves, made of quite thick rubbery material. Also the second pontoon. Here is the lift motor. It's a Rotax 2-cylinder 2-stroke from a sled. Also this been used in paragliding and such. It has good compression. Some snakes have been nesting.
Yeah. Electrical snakes.
Does this have some kind of clutch, or is it always spinning the rotor? Do you know?
It should be straight drive, so no clutch. Always when the engine starts, runs on the prop will turn as well. Nice heat shield.
This is my
thing
favorite.
Going on. What is it actually doing? That's
maybe it's just keeping stuff not going too close to the exhaust or something.
Nice. Yes.
I don't see any reasonable function for that spring.
Might also go to the like engine cover thing.
Yeah, maybe it's holding that.
Okay. Yeah, some extra
parts from a boat.
Yeah, this is for the steering arm.
Yeah.
Does it have any oil? Does.
Looks good, actually.
Actually, pretty nice.
All the shit has fallen to the bottom.
Yes. Yeah. That's that.
Is there some kind of fluid inside
the radiator? No.
Right.
Or can be, but cannot. Maybe a little bit at the bottom, but cannot actually see anything. Yeah.
Does have a carburetor. Does look very bad.
Yes. And homemade breather
from copper tube, or
yeah, looks like copper. Yeah, I think these guys are all seized up.
Yeah, everything is corroded from salt water.
Yeah.
But
the owner said that you just put airbox and stuff on and do the wiring, rest of the wiring, and looks like there can be lack of fuel.
But we have a fuel pump in the ceiling.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, but I think that this carburetor mess at least is stuff.
If we would use this motor, we would probably want to buy some aftermarket injection thingy for it to get rid of the carb.
Yeah. Might get rid of the whole thing.
Yeah.
The same process. I don't want to turn. Oh!
It does turn.
Some compression. But
where does the gritty sound come from? Sounds better now.
Yeah, I don't want to push these blades.
Not seized.
Not seized.
Though we probably still don't use this engine.
Well, we can sell it.
Yeah.
For a good profit.
Collectible. And what history has been in a hovercraft?
Yep. You can put it back in the car.
Yeah.
Here we have some storage, actually big storage, and the rear lifting faculty. And the same thing on the other side. It looks quite nice inside. Yeah. And the airbox for the mighty Audi engine. And some random wires.
The steering system would be mounted with slots on the back end, and then there's on the side there's other mounting points. Yeah. And there's even the red metal pipes that were between the bracket and these forward mounts. Yeah. So it's kind of complete even.
Mostly. Next, let's check the inside.
Yeah.
So, welcome to the office. Here we have a nice dash. This is very well mounted. And actually, bicycle frame, which is working as frame for the steering unit. And yeah, this is a handlebar from a bicycle. Because why not? At least it's quite light. And some random heater unit from a car or something. Some switches. Lift engine start choke. Lights. Engine. This blower thing. This is for the Audi, I think. Key. And some basic gauges.
And the front window has heating, or at least has had heating.
Yeah, the front window is actually a back window from some car, I think, maybe some old van. And that's about it. Nice chair for the driver. And then pedal for the truck engine.
Some electrical snakes nesting there.
And here, fuel tank. Not very well mounted at the moment. Some random LED stripe.
This seems to be a Mercedes part.
Nice. Start battery holder seems to be. Then the back seat goes on top of this frame here. We are planning to maybe buy some old or not so old wrecked car, which we take the seats from, and some engine controls, and probably the thrust engine as well. And then some electric stuff for the lift engine, but more on that later.
The wing-like additions on the sides of the craft are for attaching the pontoons. They have been added now that it's been docked here and have never been actually in use. Previously it had back skirts without the pontoons.
Yes. So, now you're wondering if buy it or not. Well, there was quite a bit of negotiation about the price tag of the hovercraft, and well, we didn't quite get there, but we are not very far away, I would say. If you liked the video, please stay tuned. More videos coming out very soon. Thank you.